expand on the 6 members that voted for it. To me, this boils down to almost a jurisdictional issue. Is it this board's job to deal with these permitting issues? And I think Chairman Slaughter alluded to this earlier. Or do we allow those with the expertise in permitting and so forth to deal with those issues? Those things are already in place. Does this become a matter of land use, or does this become a matter of permitting? And I think that's what the chairman was saying earlier, and I would like to hear what the other 6 staff members, was that the position they took? Because you never really said why.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's the position they took, because for Mr. Walker and I want him to know there are things in place to take care of these issues, and it's not that we're unsympathetic for it if we do vote for it, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's a jurisdictional thing for this board.
Yes, sir. And I think, all right, I heard there's 2 questions. First was, what about, why are you saying 25, why 50, why is that important? And the second question is, what about those other 6? And I think the answer to the first question about the 25 for 50 is our regulations right now have a line, and that line is at around 25, where if you go over 25 or more, I believe, you've got to have 2 ways in and out, and they have to be so far apart. So that's why 25 is important, because you have this gap where if you're below 25, we really only require 1 point. So that's, how do you address that? Because there's a gap in the regulations about, you have 25 homes, you got 5 lots that are out there now, so you could add 20 residences without a condition that would only have 1 way in and out. That was a debate on staff level, is do you address that gap or not? So that's where 25 is coming in, is that's a key cutoff for the additional point that could be a non-railroad type point. The second question you bring up is a good question, and we did have, debate on more than one occasion about how to handle this. And again, the TRC is county planner, county zoning administrator, county engineer, representative from the Board of Health, which is normally well and septic tank and health issues, fire rescue, inspections, and utilities. So that's the group around this table for this discussion. And I think their reasons for moving forward without the condition was that they did not think this is something that should be addressed at the rezoning stage. They were not convinced of that. They thought it would be addressed by the existing requirements that we have, those 25 requirements, dominantly those 25 requirements. And finally, the county engineer really, who I think would take the lead on this issue from a permitting and enforcement standpoint, believed that he could address this through the approval or denial of construction plans, which are what you turn in after the rezoning is approved, when you're constructing roads, when you're improving crossings. So I think that's what I would leave with you, but there definitely was discussion on more than one occasion about how to handle this, and I think that's where the vote split out, was the difference in the condition.
That's a bad deal.
That answers your question.